What's up, guys? I'm Caleb, this is Bill, and today I'm going to show you how I made this full livery in my driveway. My driveway. Today, we are going to do the livery on the car. Now, if you're watching this, chances are you've already seen the car with the livery on it in the reveal video, assuming that today goes well. I have not done it yet, and I'm not particularly good at vinyl. So this should be really interesting. I did order 1080 wrap. The good news about this was that the 1080, 3M 1080, which was basically the highest reviewed wrap that I could find on the internet, was sold at ECS Tuning. So I called ECS up, said, hey, this is what I want to do. These are the colors I need. They had all the colors that I wanted, and they gave me a great deal in order to tell you that I got this from them. So thank you again, ECS. Y'all have made this build possible. Now, I've got 4 colors here. We've got yellow, black, red, and gray, and that should cover the entire spectrum of the wrap. I got 5 feet by 5 feet on every single one. I don't know how much that actually is, but it's a pretty big roll, so hopefully it'll cover the whole thing. Also, the videos from like now until about October, I'm going to be a lot sweatier because it's Alabama, and my garage is really hot in the summer, and it's actually hotter outside. So, so just be, you know, whatever. You guys get it. Have I told you that I'm not a good vinyl wrapper yet? I'm not a good vinyl wrapper. But I made this competition about the livery thing, and I was like, okay, I guess I got to learn how to do this. It'll be good. It'll be good, right? It'll be good. So, so anyway, what I'm going to do is try to cut as much of this off of the car as possible, and I'll do some trim up and stuff. Basically, right now I'm just stalling for the sake of stalling. Alright guys, here we go. This is the first sticker. We're putting it right here. I'm referencing the design as I go. I've got my computer opened up in the garage, and I've talked with 5JH Designs a lot. Actually, we've become friends through this whole process, and told him, you know, I might have to take some creative liberty and just when I get into this actual vinyl wrapping thing. So in his picture, you can't really see the back, so I'm kind of using his design plus what I'm finding on the internet from the Group B Audi Quattros to kind of make up something for the back of this car. And I think I've got something that's going to be really cool. But we're starting with this black piece. It'll go about like that, somewhere in that range. I should tell you guys too, off camera I wiped this area down with wax and grease remover. I'm going to do that for the whole car because the whole car has wax on it. I basically covered it in wax after I got done painting it just to protect it from the elements. And so I'm going to be using that wax and grease remover to remove the wax, remove the dust and dirt, all that kind of stuff. I'm just starting from the center and working my way out. That's what I've read on the internet you're supposed to do. Again, I've never done this, like ever. But so far, I mean, this stuff works. Granted, this is a very flat, you know, space, so I guess that makes it a lot easier, but I always have trouble with, like, whoops. It's not a good technique. Nope. All right, there we go. That was wildly easy. I don't expect the whole thing to be that easy, but if it is, I'm gonna be a huge advocate for this wrap. That's the easiest film I've dealt with. I have done like headlight films, and I've done some sticker decals and stuff. I always get bubbles, but there are no bubbles in that, so pretty cool. You pay for it, that's for sure. All right, let's go inside and we'll go over what our setup is. All right, so here's what we're working with. I've got a cutting mat. I've got a few straight edges, a T-square, which is this to help me get straight and level cuts. Obviously a roll of vinyl. The rest of my vinyl is back there. I've got my computer set up over here showing me the livery that 5JH Designs made. It's on like a, what do you call this? The turntable, so I can kind of watch it at all different angles. And I'm meshing kind of his design, the Group B design, and things like that to get it to work out on this actual car. Let's see, what else do we have? This squeegee I got at AutoZone. And it looks like the loop is already starting to fold over, so that's no bueno. There we go. All right, anyway, I did get this at AutoZone. It's just a loop, like Velcro, the soft part of Velcro style on the end. So that's good. It's working out for the first pass, but it doesn't look like it's going to want to work out for the rest of it. some other tools, I don't know what they do, a microfiber cloth, and then I've got my degreaser, wax and grease remover somewhere around here. So I think I'm fully set up. Also, I'm gonna time lapse this because I think it's gonna take me a long time to do all this, and you guys kind of saw my process. Like, stick it on there, squeegee the air out, move on to the next thing. If I have anything that's super hard, I'll stop and talk to you guys. But I think more than anything, this is a video you should sit back and watch this car transform into a, what do you call it? A tribute to the Group B rally era. I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to suit this car really well, and I'm very excited about it. All right, hyperlapse, time lapse, whatever you want to call it. Let's do it. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that, buddy.
Let's put this.
Yeah, just not the black part.
Do you touch the black part?
Yeah, I'm putting this sticker on here, like Lightning McQueen.
My mom.
Careful.
How's it do it?
Mom knows how to do it?
Yeah.
We should get her out here then.
My mom is not here though. My
Yeah.
mom is not coming out.
Two, one, go. Alright, so our first color is done. I think it came out really great. I learned a lot with that first 3 or 4 pieces of vinyl that I had to do, and I got a good plan for how I'm going to do the rest. So that took a little while, a few hours maybe, to do those pieces. The front definitely being the hardest, a lot of different curves and stuff that I had to go around. I may end up doing that again. I have enough leftover vinyl to do it again if I want to. Just with what I know now, I think I could do it a lot better. So what we're going to do next is do the next color kind of in the line, which is gray. So I'm going to go through and do the gray pieces. I think there's only 4 gray pieces in the whole livery. So this 5 foot of gray that I got is way too much. But I'll save it and I'll be able to use it for other things. That's pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and make... She's at work. Anyway, I've got to make the 4 gray squares I'm going to put in my kind of red, gray, black stripe thing. Red, gray, black stripe thing. And then I'll put those on, and then we'll move to red, and then finally yellow. I'm saving yellow for the end because yellow is by far the most prevalent color in the whole wrap. I've got to go across a lot of different body panels, a lot of different shapes with it. I want to make sure I have a good hold on what I'm doing before I do that. But so far, this stuff is awesome. Anyway, this is my third color. I've put plenty of vinyl on the car now, and I've got a pretty good kind of system that works pretty well, so I feel now like I can actually tell you guys about what I'm doing. Again, this is my second day applying vinyl ever. Yesterday was my first when I applied the black, or started on the black. So I'm definitely not a pro, but I'm going to give you some insight on how I'm achieving decently good vinyl with lack of really any vinyl skill at all. So first, I'm making as many cuts as possible off the car. So lots of measuring beforehand so that I can cut out the piece as close to exact as I need to. And then trying to only make like one cut on the car, and I'm using the knifeless tape to do that. I'll talk about that in a minute. So I've got my cutting mat, which has inches marked out on it. Two straight edges, and my razor blade. And basically what I'm doing here is I know the next little like sheet of red, excuse me, of red needs to be 5 inches, basically by the length of the roll. And I'm going to use that to knock out the last few pieces of red, like blocked vinyl. So what I'm going to do first is cut this out to my desired width, and then I'll cut those lengths out as I need them around the car. Alright, so I've got this. This is a 5x18 square. Now I knew it was 18 because that's how long these past two have been. And then 5 was just the number I came up with to kind of get the step down that I wanted. This is actually really easy now. Getting the black piece on was a lot of measuring and a lot of work just to get it at the right angle. After that, you can follow that angle with the next pieces, and it ends up being the exact same angle and length all the way down the hood. So that's really good to know. Something that I've noticed myself doing is trying to save material, like even when there's no real reason to. And what I mean by that is cutting a piece like almost the exact size that I need. And you run into an issue there because when it starts going around curves and stuff, it takes up material and it can cause you to not have the right size. So I've already cut 3 pieces so far that were just too small by like an inch. So make sure that whenever you do cut your vinyl, you're cutting enough overlap so that you can wrap it around the corners and have enough to kind of run off the side, so you don't have to be so meticulous about positioning it. I'm going to do this one in real time so you guys can just kind of see what I'm doing. And I'll talk about the material too. I think above all else, use good material. I've gotten bubbles in this, and I've made several mistakes, and like I'll run over the bubbles with the squeegee, which in a normal material will just turn into like a crease, and they just disappear. I don't know how it goes. I know there's like air channels or something in here, but it's incredible, really is. So this, I'm sold on this stuff. It's worth every single penny. So I'm just going to line this up with my gray stripe here. And then the rest I'm just going to kind of lightly lay down because I don't want it to stick. And for this piece, I've got this like concave area. Air is going to catch right there, if that makes sense. Like air is going to get caught up in that area. So I want that to go down first, and then I'll work out my flat sides. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but it's the way I've been doing it. The first piece I did like this, the black piece over there, got air bubbles right in that area, and it almost ruin the piece. So I'm going with the kind of hard surface first, getting it set, and then I'll work my way out from there. Next, I'm just going to take the vinyl and kind of pull it down around the corner. Make sure I have a really clean line right there. Just take my razor blade. I just swapped the blade out. Like I said earlier, you want to keep it really sharp and just run it all the way down. If you don't keep it sharp, it won't cut. It'll tear the vinyl. And the difference is when you tear the vinyl, it messes up the color, it messes up the texture, it keeps it from sticking, it messes all kinds of stuff up. All right, so that's that side. Now, the paint side, in order to save some of this line tape, I left the gray on. I'm just gonna do them both at one time. With this stuff, a couple of tricks that I've learned that are gonna help you if you're using it. The first is to get the little strip out. You just grab it and pull. The green protective layer will come off. You're left with this yellow cord, right? Okay. So from there, you've got to separate the yellow cord and the green strip. Notice I've left myself plenty of room to work with. I didn't do that originally, and it makes it very difficult. So I've got them separated. I'm getting plenty of length to pull with, and you want to make sure, especially right here by the vinyl, that it's pushed down really well. So this is the part that got me. Right here, this first cut, it doesn't really like making. I had to actually start it with my razor blade a few times. So I just started the cut with my razor blade. I'm going to pull this through the vinyl. See, it's going to want to catch right there as well. So I may have to. So I guess the moral of the story is it's not a miracle worker, but I still think it's a much better alternative to touching your car with a razor blade. So, especially if you're not super experienced with a razor blade. And then you can just peel the leftover stuff off. And you can push your edge down. And that is a pretty clean line. All right, so it's a new week. I had to go out of town last week. To give you guys a timeline, I'm shooting the video for the reveal like Saturday. So it's Monday today. I'm shooting the reveal Saturday. The car isn't done, obviously. I did the headliner today. I rewired the boost gauge so that it's a little bit more acceptable, and I soldered the turn signals, resistors for those, and I soldered in the switchback halos that were previously just wired together by hand. So I'm taking care of a lot of drivability issues. But the reason I was doing that is because I ran out of yellow vinyl. I've got one more strip of it floating around here somewhere. It's like probably 4 inches by 60, which is a lot, but not enough to finish the car. So I called up James Rigsby, or I actually emailed him at ECS Tuning, and ECS got this to me today, which is so awesome. I went out of town this weekend, I got back, and literally this morning, the post office brought me this. This is another roll, 5 feet by 5 feet. I had to think about it, that's why. Anyway, 5 feet by 5 feet of yellow. So I'm really excited about this, and huge shout out to James. James is the guy that got me involved with ECS. He works for ECS, and reached out to me a while ago wanting to help with the build, and they have been so helpful. So I love ECS. I'm a huge ECS supporter. You guys will see me wear that shirt every now and then on the channel. But yeah, so thank you so much, James. I haven't thanked you on the channel yet. Thank you so much, dude. You have made this build so much better than it ever could have been without you and without the help of ECS. So we've got another thing of vinyl. We've got our yellow. Yeah, no more left in there. I know I have a strip laying around here somewhere, but either way. I finished my headliner, like I said, so that was laying on the floor behind me. It's no longer there. It's in the car, and it looks really good. I didn't even video it because I was so nervous, and I just knew it was going to be terrible. But it turned out really well, so pretty happy with that. Well or good? Turned out really good. I think it's turned out really good. I think well is like how you're feeling. Anyway, I've got my bumper off and in the floor. I'm also going to have to replace my power steering pump, which I'll do off camera, just for you guys to know. There's some leaking seals, and I thought it was transmission fluid, but it's not. It's power steering fluid that's leaking on the ground, so I'm going to replace that, and that'll basically be almost everything on the car. That's not the engine replaced, but whatever, it's okay. So I'm going to leave this off for that. But while it's off, I'm going to do the vinyl for the front bumper. Go ahead and do the yellow on it. I don't know if I'll do the stickers, but I'm going to do yellow, and start my yellow around the bottom of the car. That'll be all of my color blocking, is kind of what I'm calling it. And then I'll go to my vinyl machine tonight after it gets dark, and start cutting out all of the stickers for sponsors like ECS Tuning, Excite Lighting, who else is going to be on the car? Wheel Lab, Forge Star, Solo Works. These guys that sponsored the car really early on, JP Fiberglass, they're all going to get spots on the car for advertisement and for cool sponsor stuff. So yeah, I'm really thankful for those guys because they sponsored me when literally no one else would. So they're awesome. I really want to thank them by putting that stuff on the car. So we're going to do that. I don't know how long this video's become, but vinyl's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So I'm going to get back to work. I guess I'm going to do the front bumper because I've been kind of dreading it. There's a lot of complex curves. And then we'll move around the car to side skirts and rear bumper and all that cool, fun stuff. Let's do it. Alright, so I'm on my way to the exhaust shop now. It's been a little bit of a dramatic morning. I broke another side skirt. I don't want to talk about it. It'll get fixed. I'm not even going to post it on the show because, well, I already did it once. But I am driving on my way to the exhaust shop now. The car's running great. The livery's not done. So my plan is, it's Wednesday, I've got to be at the video shoot Saturday morning. So I'm going to get the exhaust done. While the exhaust is being done, I'm going to fix the side skirt that I broke this morning. And then after that, I'll cut all my stickers out and finish up my livery. Maybe get it tuned before Saturday, depending on how quickly all this stuff goes. Probably not, because it's probably not going to be ready. And I got a boost leak to fix, and then I got a power steering pump to replace, which I'll try to do before Saturday, but if not, it'll be okay. I'm not going to make this power steering pump any worse by driving with it empty, so yeah, I don't know. I'm shook up, man. Like, note to everyone out there that does work on their cars at home, if you're going to use tires as jack stands, or wheels rather, as jacks underneath your tires, always put jack stands underneath there as well. What I did is I had my car on wheels. Obviously, you guys know it slipped off one time and broke the side skirt. As I was lowering the car to bring it here, it slipped off again and broke the other side. So yeah, lesson learned, never doing that again. Always use jack stands as well. Like they're made for it. Exhaust just got done. This is my first startup. I love this moment every time. Pretty quiet. Let's listen. Sounds really good. It's deep, like really deep. We'll get some drive time with it and see how it goes. All right, I just got it home from the exhaust shop. I actually have to fix the boost leak still, and I just made my boost leak tester thing yesterday. I had to make a new one, but I wanted you to hear what it sounded like. It sounds really cool. I think it's gonna sound really awesome when the car is actually holding boost. Came out of nowhere, so I guess I'm done for now. Maybe for today, which means tomorrow I have to finish the entire livery, so it'll be ready to film on Saturday. It's supposed to rain Saturday, so hopefully this means that the weather will actually be clear. Here's a shot of the side skirt. It looks good. I'm going inside. Alright, so it's time to make some stickers on my computer with my cutting machine. This is my office right now. I genuinely don't know why. I don't know if I've actually talked about this, but one of you guys actually sent this 3D printer to me for me to learn how to 3D print and see if it was something I actually wanted to do. It landed right here, and so did everything else. My mind kind of moves like 1,000,000 miles a minute, and so kind of just wherever stuff lands is where I end up working. So I've been here for like a couple weeks, and it's nice. I'm going to be moving my office downstairs. That's a story for another day. So what I have here, I just opened up Photoshop, and basically I took the Group B Rally livery, and I'm making it my own, with my own sponsors. So for the big blocks of color, I used the kind of rubric given to me by 5JH Designs. For the sponsors, he used a lot of the original sponsors from the car, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to use the sponsors that have sponsored this build, have made this build possible. So, a couple of things that we did, or a couple of things that I did, I guess, last night is I remade some of these stickers in Illustrator so that I could cut them. So I'll show you guys a few of these. So I made this is the JP Fiberglass logo. They didn't have one for me, so I just made one, but it's pretty close to what they make, so I think it'll work. Let's see. I had to make an ECS tuning logo that was longer, so I did some adjusting to that. The Quattro logo off, obviously. A lot of the Audi Quattros have this Rally San Remo, or however you say that, sticker on them on the hood, and then sometimes on the door as well over the number plate. I think we're just going to do one on the hood, but I thought that was a cool touch for this car. It kind of dates it, and then I made 2001 because that's the year the car was made. Let's see, what's this one? Nothing. That is blank, so we will get rid of it. And, oh, I did like a built Castrol kind of logo. So this is like the Castrol font, sort of. I created my own font and made it sort of match as much as I could. And then, obviously, the built nut instead of the Castrol logo. I think that's pretty cool. It'll probably find its way on the car somewhere. I got kind of this all laid out. All these white lines, just what I drew for my sticker layouts. And that's how I'm going to kind of decide where stuff goes on the car. All right, I think that gets you guys caught up. This is not going to be interesting. I'm just going to start cutting a bunch of stickers. To give you guys a timeline, the car is getting an alignment right now. And it's, I don't know, 1 o'clock on Friday. The video shoot is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So I may not sleep tonight. But assuming this all goes well and I can boost test it and get that sorted, I think we'll be okay. I'm going to run without the power steering pump. It's there, it's just leaking like crazy. And I've got a new one right here, so that'll go in. But I don't want to deal with that right now. I can drive it as it is, so that's what we're going to do. And then I'll replace it after the video is shot. But I just want the car running well for the video, so that's what we're going to shoot for today. But I got to get to work. All right. All right, so it's like pretty dark outside. The photo shoot is tomorrow and the livery's not done. So I think I'm gonna film this part. I've got most of it blocked out, but we're out here working really just till we get it done. I've got some stuff I've got to put back on the car. The bumper has to go on, it's right there. So I'm gonna throw all this stuff on in the dark and I will show you guys what it looks like tomorrow.
Yes, Daddy. I want to see her.
I've been cutting decals for, I think I started at like 12, 11 or 12, I don't know. I'm not done yet. I've only got 3 more cuts. I'm running out of transfer paper and I'm running out of time. I'm supposed to leave here in an hour, in 10 minutes. So putting these on is not going to be difficult. The 1080 stuff, it's great for wrapping. Making stickers and stuff like this is not great just because the backing is so slick. All the letters are wanting to peel off and it's taking more time than I had ever imagined. So I haven't done any of my red stickers yet, which I have to do. So we'll probably shoot this video without the numbers. A number plate thing. I did not imagine this was going to take this long. All right, I'm going to try to finish. All right, so I got like 90% of my stickers printed. I ran out of transfer tape, so I'm going to have to get some of that and literally put some on right before the video shoot. But right now it's like 4:30. I'm supposed to leave at 5. So it's just the way it goes. But I'm going to get these on before I leave. So we'll at least be mostly liveried up, and then I've got a photo shoot today and a video shoot, and then we'll have another photo shoot in a couple weeks. So it'll be kind of some stages that you'll see through both the photos, but I think it's still going to look really good with these things. Anyway, I'm just going to put it on time lapse. You might be able to watch the sunrise in this video. I don't know if you could see how long that took, but this stuff, this Cricut transfer tape stuff, is garbage. It is absolute garbage. Just to transfer that, I'll do this so you guys can see me. Just to transfer that took 30 minutes. So mad. It took me like 30 minutes to put a sticker on, and it pulled some it pulled some paint off of my bumper. So now I've got to figure out how to fix that. It also tried to ruin my film. So this super glue or whatever they put on this stuff, it's strong enough to tear up 1080 film. It's strong enough to pull the paint off your car. Do not use this stuff, no matter what. It's what they sell at like Hobby Lobby and stuff. So I guess I'll use masking tape. The problem is I already have half of my stickers done in this, and I don't have time to do more. So Cricut, don't buy their stuff. It's literally the worst. It has been a day or a night. The livery is mostly done. It's not all the way done, but I've got a little bit more to do. I just realized I have oil on my shirt here, so that's cool. But yeah, I'm leaving now. Got Chase behind me in the MR2, so we're taking both cars. Pretty cool. It's really nasty out, but hopefully we'll still get some good shots. The good news about that is the car will look clean, so I didn't have to wash it. So yeah, hopefully it just makes this trip. That's the goal. I want to be able to make it to Birmingham and back, which is like 140 miles around. So we'll see how that goes. This is also the first time I've ever let anyone drive the MR2, like since I wide-bodied it and stuff, so this should be pretty interesting. It's always cool to see your car driving. So what should have taken me like 30 minutes took me like an hour and a half just to put on some stickers. So we're about an hour late, hour and 20 minutes late now. Still gotta get gas, but we are heading to Birmingham finally. So we've got a shoot that's scheduled for 6 o'clock. It's 6:13, and we'll do that one. And then we got a shoot scheduled for 9, which I'm guessing will get pushed back a little bit as well. So still should be a fun day. Not where I wanted the car to be for today, but I feel like when you set a deadline for cars, the car gets mad at you and just starts braking. The other side skirt broke. I didn't talk to you guys about that, and I didn't post it because, well, I already broke one, but there goes the phone. Yeah, so sorry if this is shaky. My cheap mount is falling apart. But the other side skirt, I just saw the MR2 in my rearview mirror and it looks so cool. Anyway, the other side skirt broke, so I got to fix that this week, and that's kind of what threw my whole schedule off. But enough of a pity party. We're on our way to Birmingham to shoot some cool pictures of this car. I couldn't be happier about it. And if you're watching this, it means the giveaway's live, so that's pretty cool. And the car probably looks better now than it does now. Better when you're watching than it does right now. Anyway, I gotta drive. See ya. Alright, so to give you guys a timeline, it's been a little over a week since I shot the giveaway video. I worked like 48 hours straight to get the car ready for the giveaway video, which is kind of just what happens. That happened with the MR2 as well. And the car ran really great. I blew a charge pipe off while I was driving, and that caused some issues that took me a little bit to figure out, but we figured it out and got it sorted. It really ran great. Drove all the way to Birmingham and back. 70 miles an hour is nothing for this car. It drives super straight. Really awesome. So, got the alignment done, got all the kind of nitpicky stuff that you need for a big trip done, and the car held up really well. The stickers held up fine, but like I saw, I don't know, I think the last shot that you guys would have seen was me getting very upset with my transfer paper. They held up fine, but I needed something new, so I went ahead and ordered some other transfer paper. If you've ever ordered a sticker from me, this stuff will look familiar because this is the paper that I use for my stickers. It's not completely transparent, but it's not super sticky either, so it should make this job a lot easier and help me to get everything done. A few things I've got to fix. The built sticker up here is a little crooked, so I'm going to make a new one and make it straight. I've got one more sticker to go on the hood up here. I've got my big Audi stickers to go on the sides, some stickers to go up front, and then I'm going to do a number plate as well. So all stuff that I wanted to do for the giveaway, but because of that transfer paper that I got, it didn't happen. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and knock the rest of this thing out. I've also got a cool sticker that's going on the back that I'm not going to talk to you guys about. You'll see it. It's pretty cool. I think it's a good idea. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so the plan is to get this thing done today, the delivery done today, and then I'll move on to some mechanical stuff that you'll see in another video. So let's do it. Yeah, you can help. Hang on 1 second. We're gonna peel it off like this. Let Daddy place it right there. All right. Here you go. Can you use that and flatten it out? Just push it down on there. Push it flat. There you go. Just on the sticker, right here. See the red stuff? That's what we want, red. Yeah. That's great. All right, look. Now we're gonna take it off. Here it goes. When you wipe here, Daddy will wipe it.
I'll wipe it.
You'll wipe it? There you go. Good. All right, good job. And we'll do the other side. Come wipe it with this.
I can do rocks.
Oh, you're doing rocks? Okay. You putting them in my wheels?
Hey. Can I wipe it?
That's good. All right.
Daddy taking a picture. Yeah.
Alright, so that's it. I'm going to put the project on a hold right here. I've got the number plates that I haven't done. You'll notice the number 2 on this car. I'm numbering it number 2 because it's... You'll notice the number 2 on this car. I'm numbering it number 2 because it's the second build on the channel. I'm going to number my cars from here on out. And so I may do a number 2 nameplate on the door. It does look like there's kind of a big gap right there that needs something. But I'm going to save it for another day. I'm going to kind of wait and just see how I like this with all of the stickers on the car. The German phrase I put on the back is supposed to say build, give, repeat. I asked one of our German subscribers to help me translate that. He said that was close. So if it doesn't, let me know. Overall, though, I'm really excited about how this thing came out. I think it looks really, really good. I may add a few more decals here and there, but overall, it's pretty much done. This is not... My son's pushing his truck around. This is not a budget kind of thing. There's nothing budget about this. This vinyl is super expensive. The cutter I use is like $180, something like that. I think 150. I don't know, somewhere around there. And it takes a lot of time, but the result is awesome. Like, it's very, very cool. I genuinely enjoyed it, but it did cost, let's see, vinyl is about $70 a roll, and I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls. So, it wasn't like a cheap thing to do. But I am very happy with it. I think it came out awesome.
I can sit like this.
Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more DIY kind of builds in my driveway, check out the rest of my videos. Hit the subscribe button. If you're already subscribed and you miss videos a lot, you feel like you're always missing videos, hit the notification bell at the bottom of the video. That'll let you know. It'll send a notification to your phone when I post a new video, so you won't miss anything. It'll keep you updated on this whole giveaway thing and all the videos that I post during the week, as well as on Sundays at 10 a.m.
Other side on the end.
The other side is where you watch. You talk on this side.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching the video. I mean, it's done. It's here. I've got a few more things to do. Interior is going to happen. I got to tune the car, and then it'll be ready to be given away. I've already gotten some video submissions. I really, really love them. It's going to be super hard for me to pick the finalists. I'm just glad I don't have to pick the winner. Like, that's up to you guys. If you want more details about winning this car, check out this video. It will help you, I don't know, wherever I put it. It'll help you figure out how you can win this car in a few weeks. June 16th is the end of the first entry stage, so pretty exciting, huh? Yeah, he's stoked. All right, see you guys soon.